are the Tatars, and what did they seek in the Polish lands? Tatars,
The people of Tartarus, or Hell.
is the Polish name for the Mongols, who with their Khans raided Europe in the 13th century, pillaging and carrying off whatever their stout little horses could carry and burning anything else they found on their way. In 1241 they besieged Legnica
A city defended by no fewer than 3 knightly orders.
and killed Duke Henry the Pious. They repeatedly laid siege to Kraków, yet never managed to capture Wawel Castle perched on its high rock, or the township of Okół with its thick walls. One misty evening, a mounted Tatar raiding party was on its way home to Mongolia, laden with precious plunder. Afraid of stumbling across city patrols in the pitch of the night and fog, the warriors decided to lay low in the rushes by the Vistula River. They found a hiding place in the bend of the river by the hill where Sister Bronisława,
Not yet a saint,
used to sit, within earshot of the bells of the Church of the Most Holy Saviour.
they must have been dead tired, as even the sentries succumbed to slumber.
Cautious, they didn't light a fire. It remains a secret how the river folk,
The raftsmen with the royal warrant for dragging barges and rafts up and down the Vistula River.
managed to spot them.
Yet spot them they did.
They crept up silently on the sleeping Tatars and attacked them with the heavy oars and poles they used for pushing themselves along the riverbed.
They might have also hogtied the Tartars with fishing nets.
The skirmish was brief. Most of the invaders didn't even reach for the curved sabres. The river folk soon realized what a great treasure they had captured.
And decided to celebrate victory in their own wild way.
Once the beer
If not stronger booze,
went to their heads, they donned the raiment of the fallen enemy, put on their sabres, grabbed the short bows, and with renewed enthusiasm went on feasting.
and obviously drinking.
At dawn,
Still not really sober,
they found the little horses on the huge sandy bank of the river and mounted them for fun.
thus giving rise to today's cosplay.
However, scared by the smell of unfamiliar riders,
Who were heavier than their usual masters and wholly ignorant of horsemanship.
the horses bolted, carrying off the raftsmen wearing the garb of the beaten Tatars and galloping into the city through the Salvator toll booth. How terrified the riders must have been, unable to control their horses.
Perhaps not as terrified as the guards in the toll booth.
Fear soon gave way to joy. What a splendid prank they had played on the proud citizens who had always ignored the river folk in the streets, but now were fleeing them in utter panic, hastily bolting their doors. The valiant little horses came to a halt by a hay-laden cart,
That, as luck would have it,
stood at the foot of the town hall. Seeing the grim, dark faces,
the raftsmen were not famed for being over fond of cleanliness.
and seeing the all-too-familiar attire of the enemy, the city watchmen dropped their halberds and barricaded themselves inside. You can't imagine the joy of the watch, the councillors and the populace. The people they had assumed to be fearsome spoke to them with the unmistakable accent of the local raftsmen. A crowd was gathering in the market square. Among them were eminent burghers who considered the battle an exemplar of glorious courage, and the raftsmen's ride across the city an excellent joke.
Krakow's sense of humor is peculiar indeed.
In memory of this event, every year, on the last day of the octave of the Corpus Christi, the Lajkonik, the Kraków hobby horse, cavorts in the city. A man dressed as a Tatar
In a costume that includes a hefty horse-shaped frame.
dances in the streets of Kraków from Salvator and the Premonstratensian convent to Kraków town hall.
Which in the meantime has moved from the main market square to the Wielopolski mansion in All Saints Square.
Then, back in the square, he receives the homage and ransom due to the victors. Along the way, brandishing the maces, he and his cortege demand small offerings.
Do toss a coin to our Lajkonik, for he'll repay you with a tap of his mace, which has been shown to give you a whole year of luck.
The Lajkonik's life is not an easy one. Performing it requires many hours of cavorting in a costume weighing over 30 kilograms.
And June in Kraków can be sizzling.